Humanism, to me, is the idea that humans are responsible for their own problems and anything that they are capable of solving to reduce suffering for others, basically. I'm a humanist because I don't believe in any supernatural or God, but I do think that it's important that we base our decisions and our choices off of reality and how things really are, and our morality comes from that. So after I moved back to Phoenix from college, I went to college at NAU in Flagstaff, and I moved back here in 2003, I think. That was about that time when I started to realize that I was an atheist, and that was actually a thing that you could be. And I started looking for other groups to be around people who shared that belief system, because I felt like kind of weird because I grew up around everybody was Christian. So I found the Phoenix Atheist Meetup group, and I was a part of that for a little while. And I heard about HSGP, and at the time, I think they were just building this building right here. And so, I don't know, I didn't actually go, but I would every once in a while look at their meetup page and see what they were doing and see the progress of this building. But it wasn't until after I got married and we had a kid that I was like, we need a place, a community that we could fit in and that we can raise our child in, and she can be around other people who have humanist values. And so we started coming. And at the time we lived out in Santan Valley, so it was a good 40-minute drive to come out here, but it was worth it to us. We also lived in a highly Mormon area, and it feels more comfortable being around people who we know share our values and our reasons for our choices. So yeah, we found our home here. Yeah, I find it interesting that we haven't had a lot of families come here, because that was the reason that we started coming, like I said. So I think that having a place where your kids can be around other humanists and be surrounded with people that share your values is so important, because they're going to go to school and talk to people who have parents who are fundamentalists, and they're not going to know how to respond to those claims and questions if they haven't been exposed to it enough by people other than just their parents. So they don't think, well, we must be weird because my parents taught me differently than everybody else. Instead, they'll know that there's a whole community that believes the same way that their parents do. So humanism positively affects society because it's about reducing suffering. So anybody who's being treated unfairly, and if there's scientific evidence that shows that this is the way to make things better in the society, then that's humanism. Like, a lot of people that are religious share a lot of humanist values because they still want to reduce suffering. But humanism, since it bases it on science and reality, is the better approach, if you ask me. To me, HSGP is a great place, a safe place to bring your kids to grow up without religion and in reality.